Right, hello everybody and welcome back to the Aston Villa Master League, the ultra realistic Master League. So, had some good feedback for the first episode, so I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are enjoying this series, you're looking forward to the rest of the series, and make sure you drop a like and subscribe before we get started. But I'm thinking of adding some new stuff to the series, so throughout this video you're probably going to see some of the new stuff like text messages, about like injuries and stuff. So I'm not necessarily going to use like the menus per se. I'm going to do some little edits here and there to show like WhatsApp messages with, obviously we're going to be like Steven Gerrard answering those messages about our players. So for example, we can see right now Coutinho is injured. We're being told by our we're being told by our physio by text message over WhatsApp. Coutinho is out for 4 days, unfortunately, so that's a bit of a bummer. At least he got to play in 2 big games, so he's probably going to miss the Leicester City game, and he should be back for Newcastle. Okay, so it seems like Chelsea have offered us the job. I have no idea what's going on there. We've just been messaged by our agent, even though they just beat us 2-0. For some reason they've offered us the job. I'm a bit confused at that, to say the least. And then we've got this other team. I'm not even going to try and pronounce their name because I will butcher it. So yeah, it's a weird one. Obviously we're not going to take that. We're not going to take that offer. Okay, so we've got some suggestions here. So I don't know why they're suggesting me like 30-year-olds. 30 plus. I don't want to sign someone who's like, look, 36. He's on the decline. 35, 33, 31, 29 even. Loftus-Cheek, not too bad, but he's probably going to be expensive because he's a Premier League player, so I don't really fancy that. This guy maybe. I'm pretty sure he used to play for Arsenal a while back, if I remember correctly. But yeah, let's actually get into the next match now. No more text messages. Straight into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the King Power Stadium. A big game for you here today. So Leicester City sitting top of the table right now, up against an Aston Villa side who have just had their first defeat under Steven Gerrard against Chelsea. A bit of a poor performance, to be honest. They won't be too happy with the result. They started off fairly well, but as the game went on, they just didn't seem sharp enough. But anyways, we're going to get into the sides for today's game, and we're going to see what the lineups have for us. So, the home side, Leicester City, going for 5 at the back today with a 3-man midfield. James Maddison sitting in the middle there. Probably going to be bombing it up and down the pitch. He's going to be the main man to look out for. Also, Jamie Vardy up top will be a real danger man. So, Aston Villa, no Coutinho today, so they're going for the 4 at the back. A 4-4-2 it seems like this time Steven Gerrard's opted for, so he's changing things up slightly. Felipe Coutinho, as previously mentioned, out with an injury, so he's going to miss this game, but hopefully he'll be back for the next one. So let's get into this. Let's see how Steven Gerrard's men can bounce back from their first defeat. So Leicester City starting off this game left to right, looking for a bit of a direct approach. And James Maddison picking up the ball in midfield, playing it out wide to Justin, back into Maddison. Here's Tielemans, playing it back to Soyuncu. Leicester flowing a bit here with their play, working their way down the left-hand side, trying to find some room, but that's brilliant defending from Cash, and he can break away here for Aston Villa. What are they looking for? It's a good play here, spreading the play. Here's Ramsey looking for Trezeguet. That's a poor pass. I think he was looking for Ollie Watkins, but got caught in 2 minds a bit there. Mings. I was just about to say Mings missing that header, but he's lucky that, I think it's Jamie Vardy just straying offside ever so slightly. It was a bit dangerous if he wasn't offside, because that was a decent flick on from Vardy. So Aston Villa with this free kick, but what are their options? Not many. So McGinn playing that free kick short. Here's Mings, waiting for McGinn to make a move, and he does. Here's Ramsey, putting it out to Trezeguet. The man coming in for Felipe Coutinho today is Trezeguet. So he'll be wanting to put on a bit of a performance, try and show Stevie G what he has to offer. That's a good pass. And Watkins just can't find that space on the edge of the box. Maybe he needs to look at maybe playing that pass off. Some quicker football needed for Aston Villa. They don't want to go on a run of poor form. It's going to be hard to get back to their winning ways. Oh, and that's poor from Douglas, I forgot his name. Douglas Luiz, was it? I think. That's a good ball in. And everyone's missed it. Everyone's gone to sleep. Not just Aston Villa, but also Leicester City. And here is Trezeguet coming forward. Got some space here around the edge of the box. Trezeguet. And he's won a free kick in a very dangerous area here. Now, what can Aston Villa do from this? It would have been ideal if Coutinho was on the pitch, because I'm sure he would be the #1 player saying, I'm having this. So, who are they going to go for this time? Who's going to take it for him? Okay, so Trezeguet is the man that's going to step up to the man replacing Felipe Coutinho, saying, I'm having this free kick, this is mine. What can he do from it? And it's a decent effort. He managed to get the ball over the wall. He didn't quite get the curve on it that he wanted. It's a bit down the keeper's throat, but it's a good effort. Not bad from Trezeguet. Aston Villa with their first corner of the match. Trezeguet going to swing this one in. It's flicked on. That's a dangerous flick on. I think that was from. Was it from Ramsey? I think. Really dangerous, but no one reacted. Here is Ramsey. Plays it to Sanson. That's good play from Sanson. Cash. Back to Sanson. Here's Ramsey. Looking for Ollie Watkins. He's on the turn. Ollie Watkins made a bit of space, but he just couldn't pull the trigger. Aston Villa looking a bit more lively now. Getting themselves into the game a bit more. Here is Watkins finding some more play. Finding some more space, some more time on the ball. That's a brilliant ball over the top from Luiz. And here is Ollie Watkins. He's going for goal and somehow, maybe he went for a cross. Somehow, Leicester City have come away unscathed. But this is much better from Aston Villa. They need to keep up this pressure. Keep the ball. Don't waste possession. Keep the pressure on. That's one thing that they've done a few times under Steven Gerrard, is waste possession when they're really starting to pile on the pressure. And there we go. Just as I was saying it, I might have jinxed it. Commentator's curse. Maybe I should be silent next time and not say anything. Anyways, here come Leicester City. James Maddison playing it towards Ndidi. Plays out wide. That's a good ball. Justin finding some space. He cuts back, and that's a great cross. And what a save that is! Iheanacho with the header at the near post. An absolutely phenomenal save from Martinez. How has he got down? Absolutely brilliant. Martinez keeping Aston Villa in this game. That could have been that one opportunity that Leicester needed, and maybe they would have just sat deep after this and soaked up the pressure. Aston Villa are yet to score a goal under Steven Gerrard, so maybe if Leicester City go 1-0 up, maybe they'll be happy to just sit back, allow. Oh my god, that was poor defending, and Justin found himself with some space. Justin Bieber, but he skyrocketed it. I keep going for those tongue twisters and it's not helping. By Leicester City. Here's Douglas Luiz. McGinn's got some space here. Maybe he's going to go for goal, and he will. Douglas Luiz. Sorry, not Douglas Luiz. It was McGinn. What an effort that was. The shot was dipping all over the place. Almost completely took Kasper Schmeichel by surprise. It took me by surprise. I can't even talk. What a goal that would have been. A brilliant effort. That's more like it from Villa. They need to take opportunities like that. If they have the chance, if they have the space, they don't always have to work it into the box. Play the ball around when you need to. And oh my god, Leicester City have just gone down the other end and they've hit the post. They've hit the woodwork now, so... Jeez, what a game this is turning out to be. Trezeguet to Target. Target needs to be careful. He's not won a free kick. Ref, what match are you watching? Iheanacho. What is going on? I don't know what match the ref's watching. Somehow, that wasn't a free kick. Maybe we'll play a quick replay of that, and we'll just show What the hell was the ref looking at? Anyway, here comes Aston Villa. That's a great ball. And Ollie Watkins, what an opportunity that is. He created the space. It was a brilliant pass in from Trezeguet. He's looked really lively. Trying to spread that Leicester City defence a bit more. That's brilliant play from Ollie Watkins. And if that ball made it through from Trezeguet, then I'm pretty sure Ollie Watkins would have put that away. He would have been one-on-one with Schmeichel. Aston Villa looking really dangerous. It's looking much better from them in this game. Sanson finds Trezeguet on the edge of the box. Trezeguet going for goal, and what a save from Kasper Schmeichel. Well, there's been chances in this game. You've got to say a goal must be coming soon. But for which side? Aston Villa looking like that they could be the side. Here's Ollie Watkins, and it's a good save once again. Not quite the bestest of efforts from Ollie Watkins. I do believe he could probably do better. But at least he's getting involved a lot more than he did in the Chelsea game. Would have been good if Aston Villa could have snatched a goal just before half-time. They might still get an opportunity. Speaking of which, McGinn looking for Watkins, who finds Trezeguet. And again, the ref's not going to give a foul there. Maybe it was a really well-timed challenge from Tielemans. Almost half-time, less than a minute to go. Plus stoppage time if there is any. There's 1 minute added on. McGinn winning that header nicely. Here's Sanson. Much more direct from Aston Villa. That's what you like to see. And there we go, half-time. A much better display from Aston Villa. I'm surprised they're not 1-0 up. They've had the chances. Obviously, Leicester City have had a couple themselves. So it's been an entertaining game. I do feel like Steven Gerrard will be a little bit disappointed with that. His side should be 1-0 up. He's probably going to be saying, look guys, more the same at half time. Just keep pressing, keep that tempo going. They're going really direct down through the middle, finding quite a lot of space and getting players in behind. So yeah, it's good play from them. Let's see what they can do in the second half. Okay, so second half for you here. Aston Villa not been on the greatest form. Leicester City been on terrific form. They're sitting top of the table, but Aston Villa really making them work for a result here, and the referee's going to play on. And Diddy, is he going to get a card? No talking to or anything. So Leicester City opting for their first change, and Lookman is the man making his way onto the pitch in place of Justin. So Aston Villa with the throw-in. Douglas, Luiz finding some space. So did Ramsey. Trezeguet. Leicester City sitting quite deep. They need to be careful. Oh, Target. He's found his way in behind here. Here's Trezeguet looking for the strike, and somehow it's deflected onto the crossbar. I'm not sure if Kasper Schmeichel managed to get his hand to that, but if he did, that's a phenomenal save. Even Steven Gerrard can't believe it. He's egging his man. He's what? He's egging his men on. I don't know how that didn't end up in the back of the net. How have Aston Villa still not scored a goal? They've hit the crossbar twice in this one. Surely the goal's coming, surely. Target going to whip this cross in. Target looking for Ollie Watkins at the front post there. McGinn trying to find some room. Douglas Luiz looking for Trezeguet, the tricky winger, trying to find some room. Is he going to cross it? Oh, he's made some space for himself. And here's Target. And McGinn got some space on the edge, and that's a good save once again from Kasper Schmeichel. Aston Villa not afraid to pull the trigger today. Oh, and Ramsey getting a bit confused, and a bit of ping pong going on from Leicester City there. Iheanacho finding some space, and James Maddison also not afraid to pull the trigger. We know he can hit them from that range. Found a bit of space on the edge. It was a good counter-attack from Leicester City, but it's a poor finish in the end. I think he snatched at the opportunity, couldn't quite wrap his foot around the ball, and Jamie Vardy's not happy with that. So Martinez playing that out wide towards Cash, trying to open up the play a little bit. Here's Sanson finding some space out wide. Going to play the ball back inside. McGinn. Well played from McGinn. Cash. This is much better from Aston Villa. Brilliant play, and here's Ollie Watkins made the room. It was a brilliant turn from him, just to shield the ball and create that space to swivel and pull the trigger. Very good from him. Look at that. It's just unfortunate with the finish. And Konsa going to win that header up towards Ollie Watkins, and that's good defending from Amati. And now this is looking quite dangerous. Konsa couldn't quite win it, but Jamie Vardy did. But luckily Mings was there to cover. But it is a Leicester City corner. What they got planned from this one? Anything from the training ground? Whipping it in towards the middle. That was a dangerous ball, but Aston Villa managed to deal with it. And Sanson coming forward here, looking for Ollie Watkins with a ball over the top, but Ollie Watkins wasn't quite ready for it. Here's Iheanacho, going to win the header, and Jamie Vardy could have been in behind there for a second. Luckily the ball didn't fall kindly to him. Here is Target. Finding Trezeguet. Probably one of Aston Villa's better players in today's game, Trezeguet. Looking for Ramsey, but couldn't quite find him down in behind down the left hand side there. Lookman looking for some space. Another ball pumped upfield. Iheanacho looking to flick that on. Couldn't quite flick it on where he wanted to. Konsa playing the ball forward. Here's Ramsey. Trezeguet. I'm sure that there'll be some players making their way to the sideline for a quick little warm-up for both sides, I'm sure. Here's Ramsey and Cash, and that's a good ball. Here's Sanson. He's found some space, and McGinn, space on the edge once again. Aston Villa a lot more patient now, just trying to create that room. Target couldn't quite get the ball onto his left foot when he had the room. McGinn playing it into Ollie Watkins once again. Ollie Watkins still trying to find that space, but he can't quite get it. McGinn, very good play from Aston Villa. Here's Trezeguet. Oh, he was about to pull the trigger, but brilliant defending from Leicester City so far. You can see why they're top of the table. Oh, and that's a bit of a dangerous challenge from Target. I think he thought that Pereira was going to make his way down the line, and to be honest, he's probably quite lucky that's a yellow. Okay, so Steven Gerrard opting for just one change. Traore making his way on for McGinn. Now, I'm sure it would have been tough for Stevie G to make a change, because most of his players have been playing well. Here is Trezeguet. Martinez looking for Cash out wide on the right hand side. So it looks like he's going for a bit of a wider formation. Traore playing down this right hand side. That's brilliant play from him just to draw in that foul. And I was going to say, if the referee did not give that free kick, then there would have been needing some investigation from the FA, because that would have been an absolute joke. But luckily the ref has got his glasses on, and he did see that that is an absolute stone cold free kick. I was going to say penalty, but it's not a penalty, it's a free kick. So Traore on the free kick. He's going to play it short, and he was looking for Cash. I don't think he was actually looking for Cash, but yeah. Here comes Target down that left hand side, trying to create some room once more. Leicester City sitting quite deep, don't want to give away anything. Here is Traore, the man who's just come on, and what a save that is. Trezeguet trying to get the ball back into the mix, and Leicester City look like they're happy to just hit Aston Villa on the counter-attack. Well, Steven Gerrard is going to be absolutely fuming if his side don't pick up the win here. At the start of the game, if you had asked him, would you take a 0-0 draw, I'm sure he would have 100% said yes. Top of the table, 100%. But with the way this game has gone, Aston Villa should be at least one goal up. They should be in the lead. They really need to be in the lead, especially for their confidence. Traore, quality so far, winning the free kicks, drawing in the fouls, and Ndidi is into the book. Nice trickery from Traore. So once again, free kick for Aston Villa. And this time Traore does go short. Douglas Luiz playing it back to Traore, and that's a good turn from him. Been superb since he's come on. Traore always tried to just beat his man there with a quick little dummy, and here comes Iheanacho on the counter-attack, looking to flick it on towards Jamie Vardy, going for that counter-attack. And I'm not sure what Cash is playing at. He's playing about with it, and Jamie Vardy's found himself in behind. I'm not sure why he's cut it back, but Yuri Tillemans, Steven Gerrard's going to be absolutely fuming. Leicester City somehow find themselves 1 goal up. There's that counter-attack that they've been looking for the whole game. Absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. I cannot fathom how Aston Villa are not in the lead. I thought Jamie Vardy had messed it up, but Maddison, he's got the vision, and what a finish. You got to say, that is a brilliant finish. Off the outside of the boot, just to guide it in off of that far post. It's a brilliant finish. The keeper came out as quick as he could, but just couldn't make himself big enough. And yeah, Leicester City taking off James Maddison. He gets his round of applause, bringing on Barnes. So somehow, Aston Villa kicking us off again, behind once more. I cannot fathom how this game is 1-0 to Leicester City. No idea. But Aston Villa need to pick themselves up, dust themselves down, try and keep going for what they've been going for. They've not gone long left, less than 10 minutes to go. They pretty much need another chance as soon as possible, and they need it to hit the back of the net. Traore, he's got limited options. A bit stagnated play from Aston Villa so far at the moment, since that goal at least. Looking like they're running out of ideas. All that motivation and drive that they seem to have before, it seems to have gone. Leicester City seem to have a fire that's lit up their arse. Trezeguet going to keep that in. Target finally deciding to make an overlap. Leicester City need to find some space. That's not the pass that they want to be going for, but what options do they have? They've got less than 4 minutes to go, and it's not looking good. It's really not looking good for Aston Villa right now in this game. Yes, Leicester City are top of the table, but Jamie Vardy, it's 2-0. Well, I don't know what to say. All I can say is this must be why Leicester City are top. This must be why. They soak up all the pressure, hit you on the counter-attack, and they take their chances. Aston Villa, they've had the chances, countless chances, hit the crossbar twice, and somehow they're behind 2-0. It's good play from Leicester City once again. Really good movement from Jamie Vardy. A good finish. Martinez should have been doing better, to be honest. But the defending's poor. The goalkeeping, obviously, that time around was quite poor. And yeah, last minute, Leicester City just killing any dreams that Aston Villa had of getting back into this one. Now I'm not sure what Aston Villa can do from here. They're going to win a free kick. Yeah, Steven Gerrard going to be absolutely fuming with this. Once again, I'm not sure if that really was a free kick, but yeah, even Tillemans, he's wondering what the ref's looking at. Traore, surely he's just going to pump this up into the box. He's got to now. And Target, looking for a spectacular effort. Target, oh, if he had found that pass through, it's again that compactness of Leicester City at the back. Oh my god, I have no idea what Mings was playing at there. And now, once again, it's terrible defending from Aston Villa, and Jamie Vardy looking for the cross. I have no idea what Aston Villa are playing at the back. That first goal has just absolutely rocked them. And they've just completely lost their composure. They look like the stronger side for probably 75 minutes of this game. And then all of a sudden, they're falling asleep. Sanson, looking for Cash. Here's Traore. Looking for Ollie Watkins, looking for some space. He's going to make his way down the right-hand side. And Leicester City just diving in for challenges left, right and centre. And what's the ref going to do here? It's a booking, it's a yellow card. For a second I thought maybe he's going to give a red, but yeah, Ollie Watkins, he's been lively in this game, much better than he's been in, well, the last game, because he missed the first one. Been much more involved in the play. And target, what's he going to go for here? So he's going to go for a clever one, looking for Ramsey. Here's Cash, and that is absolutely dreadful. I'm not sure what he was looking for, but luckily the Leicester City defender didn't really know what was around him. Steven Gerrard even wondering, what's going on, mate? What are you playing at? It was a clever idea from the free kick to go short. I think Cash was just looking for the cross, but there was no one near it. And yeah, luckily the Leicester City player didn't know what was around him, and he just had to take that out of play for a corner. Trezeguet going to whip this cross in. Ollie Watkins couldn't quite make it up for the header. And that's going to be all she wrote. 2-0 defeat once again for Aston Villa, but this time round it looks so much more promising. And then all of a sudden, they just fell asleep. Honestly, I'm absolutely shocked from that match. I really thought this was going to be the turnaround. We were going to pick up a victory in this game, but no. So Aston Villa absolutely dominated possession, more shots, and somehow, some way, Brendan Rodgers' side, or Brandon Rodgers, apparently, Brandon Rodgers' side, picking up a 2-0 win. So Jamie Vardy, man of the match, with a 7.5. So on to the next games. Chelsea winning 3-0, picking up another win there against Liverpool. Arsenal picking up a 4-1 win against Leeds United. Southampton winning away from home against West Ham. Tottenham drawing to Brighton. That's a good result for Brighton. Man City losing 4-1 at home to Everton. Well, Wolverhampton Wanderers, they're in this. In PES, Wolves seem to be involved in the goals. 4-0. Also missed out Crystal Palace 1-1 with Burnley. Man United beating Newcastle away from home, and Norwich drawing to Watford. I don't know why I keep reading out the away team first, but Aston Villa keep dropping down the table. That's another defeat for them. 2 defeats out of 3 under Steven Gerrard. It's not looking too good at the moment. They need to pick up that slack. I just can't believe that last match. Honestly, it's so unlucky. I don't know how I didn't score a goal. I don't know how. But yeah, as you can see from the text message, Felipe Coutinho returning to the side. I'm not sure if he's going to be fully match fit, so we'll have to see. But yeah, fingers crossed we'll be able to get him back in the side against Newcastle. Newcastle sitting higher than us in the table. We seem to keep getting teams that are above us in the table. I mean, in one way it's good because then we get those matches out of the way, but yeah, it's tough at the moment. It's tough. We need to catch a break, and right now we're not catching any breaks. So yeah, we're gonna head into the first game, or sorry, the second game. What am I on about? Against Newcastle. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully we pick up a goal and maybe even a first win. Okay, so here we go. We're back at Villa Park, and we've got Aston Villa against Newcastle United for you. So Aston Villa, in the last game, they started off for the majority of the game against Leicester. They looked like the tougher side. They looked like they came out like they were going to get their first victory under Steven Gerrard, and then somehow it just all fell apart. And then they ended up losing 2-0. So they're going to be really disappointed with that. Steven Gerrard going to be really disappointed with that. But there's some positives now. Felipe Coutinho back in the side. So let's see what the lineups are looking like. So Aston Villa back at home, going for 4 at the back, but they're changing the formation up a bit with Steven Gerrard. So Felipe Coutinho, like I said, back in the side, going for 2 wingers. Trezeguet had a superb game against Leicester City, and he's back in once again. Newcastle United going for a bit of that Christmas tree formation that Steven Gerrard opted for in the first couple of games. Joe Linton starting up top, John Joe Shelby and Almiron just behind. So maybe Newcastle are going to be looking at getting those fullbacks down the flanks. There he is, Felipe Coutinho back in the side. And here we go. Aston Villa kicking off from the left to right. There we go, Cash coming down the right hand side, looking for some space, and El Ghazi, he's found some space here. Got past Matt Ritchie. It's good play from him, and he's looking for that low cross. But maybe he would have been better off looking for a lofted ball into the box. Joe Linton playing it back to Longstaff. Kieran Trippier. Ryan Fraser playing it in towards Joe Willock. And the ball just broke there, but no one seemed to react. And Ollie Watkins got to do this on his own. And he's managed to win a free kick. Superb from Ollie Watkins. That's exactly what Stevie G would want from his main man up top. He's isolated up there, so what's he got to do? Win a free kick if you got to, mate. Target. He's going to go for goal, but he's absolutely skied it. And a new man at the back for Villa coming in replace of Konza. Konza did have a good game in the last one, but just not feeling up to it in this one. El Ghazi making a good run down the flank there, but the crossing was pretty poor, to say the least. Here's Ramsey. Trezeguet with some space on the edge, and the referee's not going to give a free kick, but Trezeguet going to do superbly to win it back, and then unfortunately, well, the ref's going to give that as a free kick for some reason. Here is McGinn. Good ball. Trezeguet finding a bit of space in behind. Ollie Watkins, I'm not sure where his head's at, but he was just standing offside. Target falling asleep there. Joe Linton making his way in behind for Newcastle, and Aston Villa looking a bit shaky at the back right now. They need to deal with this. Luckily McGinn does much better from the Clarets and Blues. Here comes Ramsey. Aston Villa looking for the counter-attack. Oh, that would have been a good pass from Ramsey, but good defending from Aston Villa, from Newcastle. Kieran Trippier just going to slow down the play a bit. Looking for Shaw. Playing it back to Lascelles. He's going to pump it upfield. Looking for Joe Linton. A good defending from Aston Villa. They tend to do quite well in the air, Aston Villa, dealing with those long balls, but Trezeguet just losing out on possession there. Here's John Joe Shelvey. Playing it back towards Ritchie. The Shells in towards Longstaff. Back towards Shaw. Out towards Matt Ritchie. And we're on looking for that ball up towards Joe Linton. He's managed to flick it on. A good defending once again from Aston Villa. Coutinho getting himself involved. Cash bombing it down his flank. He's got some space here. He's going to whip in the cross. That's a dangerous ball. And Ollie Watkins, there's the first goal for Aston Villa under Steven Gerrard's leadership. Ollie Watkins, the man of the moment. Well, his form's just been increasing in the last couple of games. He must have picked up some sort of knock before that Arsenal game. We've been talking about it over the last few games, but that first match under Steven Gerrard, Ollie Watkins was scheduled to be in the starting lineup. But just it must have been the training just beforehand. He must have picked up some sort of knock. He was on the bench. Didn't actually appear in that game against Chelsea. Couldn't really get himself involved. Maybe he was still feeling whatever knock he picked up. Then in the last match against Leicester, much better. And in this game, I'm not sure if he's had any other touches of the ball. But if he hasn't, then it doesn't matter, because his first touch, he's put it in the back of the net. Steven Gerrard will be absolutely delighted. Here comes Trezeguet. Ollie Watkins looked like he might have been making a run in behind, which I think Trezeguet was anticipating, but couldn't quite find the man up top. Here's Longstaff. Willock making his way forward, trying to create some space, looking for his options. Doesn't have many so far. Aston Villa, brilliant shape so far. Here comes Ritchie. Aston Villa doing really well to keep their shape. The ball over the top. I'm not sure why Willock left that ball. They could have had a decent opportunity on the edge there. And Ollie Watkins could have kept going himself, but he's found El Ghazi. And he's just not got the strength. Ollie Watkins, maybe he could have kept going himself there, but I don't think he realised that it had quite opened up for him. Here's Willock. Finding Almiron. Willock once more. Shelby. Got some space on the edge. We know he can hit him, but that's good defending from Tuansby. I think that's how you say his name. We're going to go with that for now. Here's El Ghazi. Finding Cash. El Ghazi making his way down the flank. Matt Ritchie is there and he will make it to the ball first. Ball pumped upfield. McGinn. Trezeguet. Finding, or looking for Ollie Watkins. Fraser. That ball's pumped upfield. Joe Linton finding himself in behind there for a second. Flag didn't go up. And there's a ball into the box. It was a dangerous one, but luckily Aston Villa can deal with it. Maybe now they can hit Newcastle on the counter-attack. Trezeguet coming away with possession. Carrying it all the way up the field here. That's a good ball in. And Ollie Watkins, I thought I was heading into the top corner. What an effort. Well, that's a superb breakaway from Aston Villa. Great little ball inside, and I'm not sure what Shaw was playing at, but it was a good effort from Ollie Watkins, and it could have only been inches. Aston Villa don't need to force anything. They can just hold possession. It's almost half-time. Just make it to half-time, 1-0 up. Don't force anything. You're in the lead, you're at home. No need. Coutinho did really well to keep possession there. McGinn looking for that ball over the top once more. Ollie Watkins was lining up the volley. And there we have it. Steven Gerrard's men, for the first time, in the lead at half-time. They've picked up their first goal under Steven Gerrard's leadership. Ollie Watkins getting himself on the score sheet. And let's have a look. So Aston Villa have been solid at the back. Newcastle had a bit more possession, but Steve Bruce's side not quite able to break down Steven Gerrard's men. So let's see what the second half has for us. So here we go, second half. Newcastle United starting us off. Almiron. Here's Willock. A bit of a more direct approach from Newcastle. Steve Bruce must have given them a talking to. And that was a dangerous, dangerous ball in. Joe Linton must have been inches off of that. If he gets anything on that, that's a goal. Here's Coutinho. Excellent play just to hold up the ball. And allow the front men to get into a dangerous area. And El Ghazi was looking for that cutback towards Ollie Watkins. I don't know if he had any other options. But that was a real opportunity. He could have maybe gone for goal himself. He didn't opt for it. He didn't fancy the angle. And Aston Villa just wasting possession in a dangerous area there. Newcastle just looking to get rid of that ball. That's going to come straight back towards them if they keep playing like that. Here's Coutinho. Looking for some space. Trezeguet. Oh, he's looking for target, and the ball has made it to target. And he's looked for that cross in. Ramsey can't quite get that ball under control. Here's Callum Wilson. Oh, and he's found himself some space. Tuansby gonna have to cover here, and he does so. Does so quite well. That's a good ball in. What a cross. The cross is looking very dangerous in this game. I know it was almost an own goal from Mings, but luckily Martinez, he has his wits about him. And there's Ollie Watkins finding Felipe Coutinho. And if he can find El Ghazi here, he's in a dangerous area. And El Ghazi's just not got the strength. Maybe that's something he needs to work on. Because he's had a couple of opportunities in behind, but just been muscled out of it. Aston Villa need to be careful because Newcastle are finding themselves a bit more time on the ball, creating some more chances. Here's Almiron. Playing it out wide towards Trippier. Longstaff. Trying to create some space. Playing it out wide towards Trippier. Maybe going to look for the cross. He does. That's a very dangerous ball in. And Martinez didn't quite get what he wanted on it. Here's El Ghazi carrying the ball out for Aston Villa. Taking his time with it though. Cash. Here's Coutinho. He's just been caught in possession there. In a dangerous area. Coutinho winning the ball back. Ramsey looking for Ollie Watkins. El Ghazi. Back to Watkins. Trying to create some room, but just getting crowded out by Longstaff. Bit of a fast pace to this game. Willock flicking it on. El Ghazi did really well there. Here's Coutinho. Gonna make his way down the flank. Got some space. Maybe opt for that cross. Couldn't quite find it. Cash tried to keep it in, but maybe it's a good job that he didn't. Steven Gerrard not opting for any changes just yet. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Trezeguet. Ollie Watkins got some space on the edges, created some room, and it's a brilliant effort, but also matched by the save. This play from Aston Villa, since changing the formation, they've got a new lease of life. Really good strike from Ollie Watkins, but a brilliant fingertip save from the keeper. And here we go, Aston Villa with a corner. Gonna whip this cross in. Looking for Ollie Watkins at the near post, but he couldn't quite win that header. Coutinho can't quite make it before Callum Wilson, who's gonna look to bomb it down his flank. Brilliant defending from Tuansby. He's been absolutely superb today. Steven Gerrard getting his personnel choices right lately. He brought in Trezeguet instead of Coutinho in the last game. And look at this. Target. That was a real chance. And Coutinho's got some space. He's going to go for goal. And for a second, I thought that was making its way into the top corner. Well, Aston Villa looking like a completely new side. That ball headed towards the front line. And I'm not sure how Aston Villa haven't won back possession. Maybe now they will. No, they won't. Everyone's on the floor. Here's Fraser. Trippier. Whipping that cross in. That's a dangerous ball once again, but the defending from Villa, they're getting deeper and deeper. They need to be careful here. Maybe they're going to hit Newcastle on the break. Here comes Trezeguet with possession. Trying to get away from Longstaff, but a dog-like mentality from Longstaff there. Oh, and Aston Villa letting the ball go all the way back to Martinez. A bit risky there, because if a Newcastle player was onto that, that could have been really dangerous. McGinn, what a ball that is. Looking for El Ghazi in behind. El Ghazi just once again is caught in possession. Maybe Steven Gerrard going to opt for his first change. Well, Newcastle are. Here's Joe Willock making his way for Lewis. So, Steven Gerrard is going for his first change, and Traore is coming on for El Ghazi. El Ghazi, he's been quite lively, but he's just not got that strength, I feel. Maybe the Premier League's a bit too physical for him, or maybe he just needs to work on that strength and training. But Traore seems to have been pretty much a favourite of Steven Gerrard so far, as a substitute at least. Probably that pace that he provides down the flanks as the fatigue sets in for the opposition. It's a good tactic. Trezeguet looking for that ball over the top towards Ollie Watkins, but can't quite find him. Just over 15 minutes to go. Steven Gerrard's side need to try and hold on here. Try and get their first victory. The long ball played over the top. Callum Wilson just straying offside. He was just offside there. A good line from Aston Villa at the back there for a moment there, but couldn't quite find Watkins. Here comes John Joe Shelvey. He's got some space. He was going for goal, but he just lost his balance at the pivotal moment. Martinez going to go for a searching ball up towards Ollie Watkins. Does well to bring it down. Plays it out wide. Here's Cash. Looking inside for Coutinho. Plays it back to Cash. Really well played by Cash. Looking for Traore. And somehow it's not gone in, but it's a penalty. Well, the keeper's furious. He's got a booking. Just 10 minutes to go. Just under 10 minutes to go. And Steven Gerrard's side could be about to go 2 goals up. I can't believe that didn't go in. But Dubravka has had an absolute nightmare. Traore used his pace to get there first. So Ollie Watkins, he's been the main man for Aston Villa. Can he put away the penalty? Of course he can. Ollie Watkins tucks away the penalty. 2 goals to 0 for Aston Villa. Now he's going for he's going for a new career. Going on the X Factor. But yeah, there's the penalty again. Is it a penalty? I'll let you guys decide, but Either way, the goalkeeper should have done better with the penalty, to be honest. It wasn't the greatest, but Ollie Watkins picks up his second goal. Maybe he's going to look for the hat-trick. Steven Gerrard will be absolutely delighted. His side taking their chances in this one. 2-0. Here's Trezeguet. Target making his way forward. Back towards Trezeguet. Finding himself some space on the edge of the box, and the ref's given a free kick here. Well, is the little magician going to find himself on the score sheet? Let's have a look. Is he going to take this free kick? Surely he is. He's going to say, this is mine. And he does just that. Felipe Coutinho going to look maybe for that top corner. Felipe Coutinho, he takes this one. He's just hit the wall. Couldn't quite get the height on it that he wanted. Meanwhile, the ball's played out wide to Cash. He's going to look for that cross, but it's a dangerous one, but it's too close to Dubravka. It's an easy save for him. There's that inexperience from Aston Villa of being in a winning position. They could have maybe just held on to the play there. Didn't really need to swing that cross in. Now they're inviting pressure. Got to deal with the attack. That's brilliant play from Ramsey, and he's managed to win possession, and that's a brilliant challenge from Lascelles. And Hendrick looking for that ball over the top, but Mings will win that header. Cash going to come away with the ball here. Going to start again with Tuansby. McGinn. Aston Villa just going to look to keep hold of possession, maybe go for the first clean sheet. Well, actually second clean sheet, because they kept the clean sheet against Arsenal as well. At the Emirates, I might add. Well, this result for Steven Gerrard makes things not look so bleak for Aston Villa. And here is Ollie Watkins. He couldn't quite find Trezeguet. I believe he was looking for him there. But yeah, it's been a decent start. They've had their ups and downs already, but that's going to happen with a new manager. The Chelsea game, you probably expect them to lose that, so there's no surprise there really. The Leicester City game was unfortunate. They played really well, they just fell asleep towards the end, and then this game, Newcastle, can't fault them. Brilliant display from Aston Villa. Surely the referee looks at his watch one last time, and there we have it. Steven Gerrard's men, their first clean sheet. Ollie Watkins getting himself on the score sheet. 2 goals, 1 being a penalty. I'll let you guys decide whether that should have been a penalty or not. I won't give my opinion. I'll let you guys have your own opinion. And yeah, let's see the stats for this one. So, Aston Villa dominated the game. Slightly more possession, more shots. Newcastle didn't even have a shot on target, I'm afraid. Steve Bruce's side looking a bit lacklustre. I'm not sure how they've made their way up at one point into the top 4 with a display like that, but Steven Gerrard be absolutely delighted. And who was your man of the match? Of course, Ollie Watkins. Can't fault the man. Brilliant display. So on to the other results. So Liverpool beating Leicester City. So Liverpool obviously taking their chances against the Blues, against the Foxes. Chelsea picking up another win, this time away from home against Leeds United. Arsenal drawing to Southampton. Tottenham picking up a 1-0 win against West Ham. A bit of a London derby there. And a 4-1 win for Brighton at Everton. That's a big game. A big win for Brighton. They're on some decent form. Draw to Tottenham in the last one, and now 4-1 win. Manchester City winning 3-0 against Crystal Palace. Wolverhampton Wanderers losing 3-1 to Burnley. They're always involved in the goals, as I said, but usually I feel like they're scoring them. This time they're conceding them. So here's Watford 0-0 with Brentford, and Norwich losing to Manchester United. So a quick look at the table as well. At the bottom we've got Brentford, 8 points, only 1 win so far. 2 wins for both Crystal Palace and Burnley, and then 3 wins for Watford. So we're sitting in 11th, stayed in the same place. Joint points with Manchester United. I'll take that. Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool and Manchester City making their way up the table. Now the top 4 getting a bit more respectable, but the top 2 not so realistic right now, but I'm sure things will change as the season goes on. Well, you never know, maybe it'll be one of those crazy seasons where it's Everton and Leicester fighting for the title. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So in the next one, we've got Manchester United at Old Trafford. That's going to be interesting. So we'll have a quick look and see if there's any messages for Stevie G before we end this one. So Stevie G does have a scout report sent in from his lead scout. So he's got a few players here. So obviously I mentioned at the start, and I think I mentioned a couple of times throughout the episode, please let me know who you want me to sign. I had a quick look at the lineup, and we actually are desperately in need of fullbacks. So I think that's going to be the priority right now. We need some fullbacks. If we get an injury with Cash or Target, we're screwed, because I don't think we actually have any backup. So yeah, please let me know, guys, if there's anyone that you want me to sign. Otherwise, at the moment, we've got these players on the list. Maybe I need to set up some scouting for fullbacks. I'll do that at the end of this, like after this episode. So the next one, hopefully we'll get some players in. But yeah, leave me some suggestions of some good fullbacks to sign. If you have any other players that you think I should sign as well, feel free to let me know. But just keep in mind, the priority right now is going to be fullbacks. So yeah, but if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like down below, subscribe as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned in this video, but I have adjusted the settings for my microphone, so hopefully things sound a lot better. If they do, let me know. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment on someone you want me to sign, preferably a fullback, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. So yeah, peace out, catch you later.